Alright, welcome back to another episode of Stationeers. And at the end of the last episode, we just about got the water crusher, or the ice crusher, up and running so I can fill my bottles, but I haven't got any ice yet. Set my machines up. And we're in pretty good shape. And a new day has just begun. So the first thing I want to do is I want to get some ice. Now, I remember, actually I'd completely forgotten, but when I was editing the first video, I noticed that I'd walked past some ice at the very beginning. So I'm going to go and find that, because I found that ice on Mars seems to be a little bit harder to find than it normally would be on some of the other planets that I've played on. But just up here somewhere, there should be. Just round the corner, there we go, there's some ice just there. Let's see how much it is. If not very much. We might have to go and find some more. Not looking good. Not even a full stack of ice. So we'll have to go and find some ice. Suit battery is a little bit run down, which we'll have to deal with shortly. That's okay for the moment. Okay, no more ice there, so let's go look for some ice. Let's see what else we can find along the way. So base is over there. Probably should have put the tracker on, the beacon. Looking for that little mountain there. Yeah, ice on Mars seems to be a bit trickier to find for some reason. Until you get a little bit further on, then you just find it everywhere. Blue ice over there, don't need that yet. Maybe soon. So this episode I'm hoping to get water sorted out, and then I'd like to go and recover a bit more junk from that ruin so that I can start building up a greenhouse. I'm going to do greenhouse fairly early in this playthrough because I don't want my seeds to decay beyond use. I mean, I've got a fair amount. I haven't really played enough to get a good proper feel for how long they actually last, but it makes me anxious knowing that they're just sitting in their little green box, slowly rotting away, and the easiest way to deal with that is to stick them in the ground and grow them. Yes, everything but. So I think what I'll do, I'll have a wander around for a bit, and then I'll come back when I've found something good. This looks like a good lot. There we go. Yeah, now we don't need too many stacks of ice at the start. I usually go for 2 if I can find 2 full stacks of ice. And obviously, just in my head thinking, oh, I don't have to get back to my base. Try and get our 2 stacks of ice. That should be plenty to keep us going for the first part of the game. Here we go. 2 full stacks plus a little bit extra. So base should be in this direction. Get lost. No, not easy, but easier than I should do. Let's get to the top of this little mountain. I think that's our mountain there. It's a little bit easier once you get the higher level jetpack, which we shall start working towards soon. So, let's get this ice back, get ourselves hydrated, and probably fed as well. And then we'll head off to that ruin that I found last time. Let's see, you just find mega ice everywhere now. Now that I've got what I thought I needed. So yeah, this is the mountain that we dug the first lot of ice from. Just beyond it should be another little one, which is our mountain. I hope. Let's find out. So yeah, swap batteries. Have a drink, have something to eat. we should be good. I do need to repair that suit though. Build a new suit. Might have to pit stop for that if I've got enough resources. Can't remember what they need. And the helmet needs gold. I think it's gold and iron. It's got iron and copper for the body part. We'll find out. One thing at a time. Let's get the water sorted. Oh, there's lots of coal there. That's some local. Alright, back to base. Let's flip that on, and hopefully I'm going to put that on so we can see it, because it's always exciting. Let's put that one in there. Look at that. There we go. Even that little piece is enough to fill 2 bottles. That is awesome. Put our 2 full stacks in. Now this does also kick off gas. It gives off water. Ice gives off nitrogen, which I didn't realise until recently actually. I've set this up so I don't think I can collect that as easily as I'd like, but I don't think it's going to matter at this stage. So let's have a little drink. So then we can just always leave our bottle there. And just always refill. Let's check. Oh yeah, we don't have one in our... I might like to carry a spare one for when I go out walking. It's been lander still. Lander. There. That's a full one. So we'll keep hold of that one. So we can see covered. Okay. So, what's next? I need to swap my suit battery. That's better. Suit battery, my filters are okay for now. Food, let's have a little munch on some tomato soup.
Pressure critical. Oxygen critical. Low pressure.
And then we have to look at, let's have a look at our... So I haven't got a tool printer. I've got the auto lathe, so that should let me build an EVA suit. Iron and copper, which is in here. No, doesn't matter. You lose that 94.5. You lose it when you throw it out the machine. Something to remember, because you can. Well, it's not massive here, but massive amounts. But so iron, copper. One of those. I find myself at this very early stage of the game where I think it's going to do so much mining and I guess exploring. I tend to go through suits a bit quicker than I'd like. But then after that, never need one again. Hopefully this is the last one I have to make until I upgrade to the fancy one. There we go. Let's turn that off. Right, so helmet we can just switch straight over.
Pressure critical. Temperature critical.
I don't like throwing things away if I can help it. And then this we need to swap out one of the
Air tank critical. Waste tank critical. Power
filters
critical.
and
Filter
swap
critical.
the suit. There we go. Okay. Keep those and throw them in the recycler when we get one. Right. Turn that. Oops, try that. Turn that off. Now, last time we found a ruin which had a lot of frames, and it's the frames that I'm after this time. So I'm going to make sure now. Oh, I tell you what. One other thing we can do before we do that is let's get a battery plumbed in, because get one of these batteries that we found the last time. So we can take this out, and we don't need more. We've got also, but we need a transformer as well. The generator. Let's I know I've stole transformed in. So this would be that. It's not going well. Have I even got any cable? Doesn't look like it. Copper's in here, cable's in here. Oh, is it electric machine? Yes, I've got an electric machine and it's set up for cable. Electronic machine. Okay. How are we going to do this? So we've got our one solar panel coming down to here. So I want to branch. I can just branch straight out of there, can't I? Via the transformer. If you don't put a transformer in, you end up blowing everything up because the solid generator puts out a lot of power compared to the wires here. So let's look. What's burn out? So let's go in there. Let's just get that. So muddled. Let's go get some of this. That's probably enough at the moment. Turn it off as well. Not wasting the rest of the day, so we're not going to be going for wrecks today. That's okay, we can build some base out. Our nippers. So let's put this that way around. There. And that go. So we want to limit the amount that could go through that wire because these basic wires take up to 5 kilowatts. So if we put this about, I put it 4,000, that's 4 kilowatts, and that gives about 300 watts. So we're well short. But once we add more, I'll always forget to do that, to turn it on. And then we shall need to nip us back. Like that. Got any coal in there? I don't think I have. No. But we did find some. I've got it. Let's turn that on. So at the moment, all of our power is going through here. Oh. That's stopped charging. Where is it? Building that we did. Okay. Let's turn the light on and go find some. Oh, I've got a bit cold there. Let's chuck that in the machine. Let's turn the light on. Let's see, we're going to have that in there. With that in there. Yeah, I've got some light. Let's put those back. That. Oh. There. Okay, so no explosions. It's on. That's charging. Not sure what that's doing, but I'll probably take that out shortly. Oh, let's see. It's here. Leave it for the moment, but at the moment that's just charging. Going anywhere. That's fine. Look at some more coal because we know we've got some nearby, so let's go do that. Where was it? Here it is. Fabulous. Let's get some coal. We're quite coal bound at the moment. Eventually it would be potato bound. I don't know what to take the batteries out of that room, or if I'd rewired. Well, I took all the lights out as well, but yeah, we could have followed the lights at night. We won't see it at night otherwise. It's okay. Get some base work done with what we have. So hopefully this should help me get my big battery charged charged up. We'll save the other one for later, because we'll use that to test potato power plant when we get there. I don't need to at this early stage, that's just cheesing it. Some coal here, this is good. Visual bug where the battery in the light sticks out your stomach. It's in your uniform pocket. It's a chuckle. It's quite handy because you can see how your battery's doing. Let's get rid of some of those. Lots of coal here. This is a good one. Right next to the base. I could use the ground penetrating radar to give me a better idea of where things are, but really, I don't quite get on with it. I might try it out another time. I'll see if I can get the glasses instead. They're much more useful, which actually see what we're getting. I think that's our lot, so we've got 2.5. Which is the ground penetrating radar. Tell us whether it was up or not. I always find it a bit fiddly. We'll have a look later. Awesome, that'll do us. Nearly 3 stacks. That's our base. We're doing on the battery. How much charge did we get? Yeah, not as much as I'd like, but let's throw a little stack in there. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Right. So, next up, I want to start extending this part of the base here. So this is going to be a little, possibly where my furnace goes, but I'm not sure yet. But I know that this part is going to have, in fact, it probably won't be where the furnace goes. I might put that somewhere else. So we're going to have, extend this out a little bit, and then the greenhouse is going to go here. Then maybe some little living quarters up this side. Sort of come down to here. That's small. We need those fairly early on. This doesn't charge as fast. I think what I might do actually is get some proper cable. So let's do that. Then we're not wasting. Let's get some heavy cable. Oops. Gold, which I believe is in this machine. It is. It's nice when you get a bit further along and you haven't got all this swapping stuff between machines. We don't need a lot. It's just going to take out the. Let's just turn that off. What have we got left? 34. So yeah, I think you can put that in there, or you could use heavy cable. That's interesting. Battery sucking everything, but then you can get to there. Okay. In which case, let's turn that off a sec. Run that for a minute. There we go. Some more heavy cable. Do all this stuff up. Makes it much faster in this machine, I think, than I usually make it in this one. Just it's doing other stuff. sure how many pieces we actually need, but we're going to do charge. See that? So let's turn that off. I'm going to take this whole thing out anyway, so we don't need it once we've got a battery and put a transformer on the outlet instead. That should do us, I think. Off. Okay. So let's this, and we want a drill. Let's take that up, that away. And nippers. Got the wrong one. Go. And take all of that down for a sec. All of that needs to be replaced. That's more than 10, I think, isn't it? Let's just get this in there first and we'll have the... There we go. There. So let's leave that as it is there. We can turn this on. I need to turn the battery on first. That should charge that much faster now. Because it's getting the full output. It's being limited by the transformer. Take this out, so let's put that. It's really in there. Okay. And then we'll need the transformer coming out of here. Again, we don't technically need the transformer. This side of the circuit, because we don't generally draw enough to matter. So there's the nippers. Go, and then we could limit that, see, to click. Let's go for 4.5. There we go. So that's powering the base now, and should be powering. It is lovely. Okay. Oh, and look at that. That's blue. Charges super quickly when you get the proper cable again. So let's replace all of this cable now. Cable all of a sudden. Because if you don't do it in this direction as well, I guess you could put a yeah, definitely not good enough. You could put a transformer on that side, I suppose, to get the solar panels, but it's easier just to do this. Do it properly. So we've got plenty of power now. So a spare battery, which is good. Awesome. So that puts us in a pretty good position for power. So these are covered so we know where they are. These now just go round the window. Go this way as well. There. Three more, nearly there. Go. Oh, that goes straight into the battery. And I don't really need, well, yeah, let's tidy that. It's, you know. There we go. Perfect. So that'll keep that topped up. This is our battery charger. We don't need Do we need a spare? Well, we could have a spare because we could have a light. So I don't have a light in there. On the wall. Get rid of that. We won't need that. Something until we add an extra. So let's put a light there. Oop. Oh, my light battery on there. Let's replace that. Okay. Right behind it. This angle. Straight piece. There we go. Okay. So that's just another light. Eventually we'll move forward. That one's probably going to stay there because the carpet. That one will move up to, oh dear. Forgot about that. That's alright, we'll use it eventually. I'm just going to get some more gold now though. Okay. Bad. Oh, looks like it's nearly daytime, so while we wait for this, well, we could actually just head on out. Let's head on out and go find some more. We want these frames. Any kind, sheets, walls. Got quite a lot of sheets. Quite a lot of steel sheets still, actually, that's good. I need to fill in these, that's enough to fill in the ceiling. Keep the base all nice and yeah. So, let's get ourselves sorted for this. I'm going to take a drink.
Pressure critical. Temperature low. Oxygen critical.
I'm
Low
going to
pressure.
leave this bottle here for the moment. Sort my emergency duct tape in there. Don't need any of these things. I've got all my tools. Turn the portable light off for a moment. I'm going to take this because I suspect I'm going to need it for my tools. Turning this off. And what we can do, you see, is we can turn the whole base off. Hey, that's good. I like that. That's that charge. That'll pop up. So what we're going right with? Four blocks. Okay. So it was 3. I had it written down, which is handy. 320, which is this way. Let's see if that finds us. So we're going to head out and find the ruin, the big ruin that we found last time, and get some more walls and sheets, so that we can, and some frames. I want lots of frames. There's lots of iron frames there, and they'll do just fine. The only difference is the materials that you use to make them. And the steel sheets are quite a lot more efficient, but it only matters if you're actually making them. So that's all good. Oh, is that it in the distance there already? I think it might be. Right, I shall meet you there. Alright, so here we are at this old ruin, and I'm going to start off by grabbing a whole load of frames. I realised when I got about halfway here that I forgot to turn the beacon on, so I don't know how to get back home. Fabulous. I'm pretty sure that it is about 160. Okay, basically we're aiming for that side of that mountain there, so we'll essentially leave it in the dark in the light when before it gets lucky. We should be okay. Yeah, I'm just going to tear through all of these. No charge. That's why we brought the bigger battery. We'll go for a full stack, which I think is 30, isn't it? That should do us for now. As you can see, there are lots and lots here. Let's just swap that for that. Let's get a stack of sheets as well, which I think stuck in 50s. You can see the room underneath where those naughty little RTGs are. Debris there. Trapped inside. These stuck in 50, don't they, I think? Two more. Fab. That's one stack of that. Let's get my rest of these. 5. That should do for those. And then we've got some walls as well. So stack of these. I think while I'm here, I'm also going to take the doors because we need to be able to make a airlock. So let's try and get 2 doors. There's 2 doors here. 2, 1, 1. Those doors will be there in next to. Is this anyone on? Yeah, I think it's just that one, so we'll just leave that one. Let's go back to the site. These. There's 2 walls. One thing I don't tend to get very much of in these rooms is glass, which I suppose makes sense. Glass is pretty easy to make in the scheme, so we do get quite a good stack. We've got plenty of ingredients. So. Do it for the day. That's about midday. Stack it, we're stuck in 30. I think that will do. What I might do, just because of the sort of brain I have. Let's make sure I stack. Bent there. frames, we've got walls, and we've got steel plates, steel sheets. Don't think there's anything else that we'll have taken from here at the moment. My options. Take these because these are steel. So that always useful. There's steel walls as well, but I'm not going to play with those. I'm not going to bother with the floor at the moment. That might be nice to have a nice floor in the greenhouse. But, so let's do some floor grates. This is pretty much full. Take the thing that was still going off. One of these stuck in 10. So that's me full. Get another stack in my hand. Stack of 10 should be enough for a greenhouse because our greenhouse is only going to be 3 by 3, so that's 9. Yeah, and that's 20. Put that away. We don't know where our beacon is, that's a shame. So let us just put that quickly in here. Just in case. Grab that. So that's done. So what did I say? I reckon it's about, over this one here, so about 160. Let's find out. I shall spare you the torture of watching me run back, and I shall meet you back at the base. And here we are, back at our base. Lovely base, just as the sun sets. Let's just see how well our battery did. Yeah, okay, not great. Have I definitely got that plugged in? Pretty sure I have. Yeah, well, we're not getting very much from our solar panel. I don't think anything's using it. No. We've got some, I imagine. It's good. So, that brings us to the end of this episode. So we've got our water stocked. We've got our power situation greatly improved. So we're using all of the power that we get, which is that's the goal really. Because once that little battery was charged, you know, that was it. Let's get that one on charge, and I shall see you next time.